When it comes to garden trends, it's sometimes what is old is new again. And there's no better example of this than the latest trend out of Europe and North America. It's hanging baskets, and they're back in a big way. This is the beautiful greenery in Mount Evelyn, and it's leading the way with some inspirational hanging basket ideas. Now, when it comes to hanging baskets, the very first thing you need to think about is your planting pattern, the style you're going to choose. And there is a bit of a traditional technique that's used with most multi-planters, and that's the thrill, spill and fill concept. Now, the thrill is something that's dazzling. So it might be something like this beautiful Biddens where it's always in colour and it'll fill out part of the hanging basket. The fill is actually something like this beautiful carex is just going to fill it out. And then the spill, well, this is something that you really want to achieve. So you want to have something that's going to cascade, a plant that's going to literally grow out and just hang down the side. It's a hanging basket. That's the effect you want to get. Once you've got that right, you can pretty much choose any plant. You're only thinking about their habit. That's all it is. So colour or something that's really bold and attractive, something that's going to fill out the gaps so that there's really no soil that you'll see. And then, of course, that cascader, something just like this. The greenery gets its plants from Victorian production nursery Humphreys Nurseries, which first started back in 1879. The family-owned and operated business supplies garden centres across Victoria and stunning garden plants, including, yes, you guessed it, hanging baskets. Now, this putting a hanging basket together isn't hard. You've got the hanging basket, it's got to be good quality. Most importantly, you've got this potting mix. Now, this has to be really good quality potting mix. I've emphasised it, I can't emphasise it enough. When you've got a good mix like this, it's going to hold moisture in the soil. The planting combination, for me, I'm going to go for this. Have a look at this, actually. This is a really, really beautiful plant. It's called carex, and it's an ornamental grassy plant. You can see this needed to come out of the pot. It's going to love this environment. And what you do is you quite simply place it on an angle on the edge of the hanging basket. Now, I want to bring colour, so I'm bringing variegated colour with foliage here, but I want some flower as well. And that's where this Biddens, it's such a beautiful plant. It's been around forever. They just flower their heads off in springtime, and this looks magnificent going in here. And for something really different, and I'm thinking about foliage colour, I'm going to go for this Hutra. Now, this is a beautiful new variety. It's called Fire Alarm, and its foliage is magnificent. It doesn't really produce a flower of consequence, but suddenly we've got a really different kind of effect. We do have colour. This is going to spill over to the sides. This is going to cascade over the sides. This is going to fill out. There's your filler, there's your thriller, and here's your spiller. Now, a little bit of potting mix around the top, water it in, and you're ready to go. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, I can do that. And the good news is you absolutely can. Here's some combinations you should consider. And for the spill, well, I'd thoroughly recommend you look at, well, the cost-effective way of doing it, the spreading petunias. There's a violet, it's absolutely stunning, and a beautiful spreading white, which are part of the Easy Colour range. Speaking of easy colour, when it comes to cascading, you cannot beat the Dichondra Silver Falls. It's a beautiful spreading plant. Now, for a little bit of variety, how about going for a Lithidora? This is called Elite Grace Ward. It's a stunning sapphire blue flower, produces masses of them, and they cascade over the edge of the pot. When it comes to strong, bold colours, Calabrachoa Elite Dracula is something else. It's a stunning, black-scented, beautiful red flower. It is absolutely gorgeous with its velvet effect. These are the perfect spillers. They're going to cascade out of the basket. And how good does that look? Now, the most important thing you need to know is once you've potted your hanging basket up, you need to maintain it. Watering is critical, but because you're using a really good quality potting mix, all you have to do is make sure that it stays moist. They don't like drying out, so regular watering is the key. And the biggest trick of all, the one I'm going to share with you, is to liquid feed over the foliage every week. A dose of liquid fertiliser will encourage them to be big, lush and bold, and it'll look fantastic. Now's the time to get hanging baskets into your place. This is the way you do it.